4, you played 6, and now you're playing at 1 o'clock. It's your earliest game this year. How do you guys adapt to that?
You know, it's just, we play when they tell us to play. I mean, it's if we don't have any say in it, then we just got to play when they tell us to play, and that's why we don't even think about it. It's figure out what time pregame meal is and try to make sure that we're ready to play at that time period. So it's one of those deals that I don't even know the answer to it right now. It's just that I know it's a 1 o'clock game, and we have to find a way to, well, we have to be ready for that 1 o'clock kickoff.
How do you feel about your offensive line, Coach? They're battling some injuries, and then this week, after being a crew that's had to pass block a lot, they do a tremendous job run blocking them amid all the injuries.
Yeah, it's been, the offensive line has been, particularly the other day. I mean, they've had their, we lost both tackles. We're out our 2 tackles, and to have Sweeney jump back to tackle and Ezra come in at guard, and he's playing injured anyway, and Jackson will miss part of the week because of injuries there, and then Lee has been really good inside for us. He's been kind of the basis of the whole thing, at least the consistency in it, because he hasn't gotten nicked up too bad yet. But playing that offensive line, it's a tough part of the game, and I'm pleased with them. I mean, what they did last week was very good. We still need a lot of improvement there, but I think what we did with them and how they've responded and how they played last week says a lot about what they're capable of. So it was one of those games that we finally hit on all cylinders, and they were a big part of having everything go right for us, is because of how they played. Once you get a little momentum like that, a little energy like that, it kind of spreads, and the offensive line was a big part of doing that. And you go back to Marcus Weimiller, you break a tackle and you make a 1-yard run into a 10-yard run, that also brings a lot of confidence and more energy to a team on a drive. So all those things were big. It was a combination of Marcus, the tight ends, and the offensive line. And then you go back to Eli. Eli played a heck of a football game because, you look at his numbers throwing the football and moving the chains that way. I mean, it was a good balance of the rush and the run to keep them off balance and to make the big plays when we could.
To further, agitate or conjure those memories from last season, obviously they score the go-ahead with 28 seconds left. Do you think your players still think about that? Do you still think about that? Especially in light of what happened 2 weeks ago here as well.
Yeah, I think about a lot of things, but directly that, I don't think about that specifically. I just know now that we're in Youngstown week, what you remember about the Youngstown game is, those drives, that last quarter is what I remember. Not so much the drives, it was the quarter. And they did a really nice job and had the patience to stay in their game plan all the way through the 4th quarter. And we didn't do the things in those instances, whether it was offense, because we had a chance. I think there was 6 minutes left, and we had a chance at the 50-yard line after an intercept to go in and score, and we didn't do that. We gave them the ball back. They played good defense. We gave them the ball back, and then I think they made that drive that you're talking about. So it was one of those things. It was missed opportunities, and those are the things that, when you get in good football games, somebody's going to say that. Either they are or we are at the end of the day, and it's who takes advantage of opportunities and who doesn't have the mental errors and the self-inflicted wounds along the way, because you got 2 equally matched teams. Once you start playing in this league, there's not much differences in anybody anymore. It's pretty equal, and it comes down to execution on game day.
Is it a little concerning? Cal Poly game obviously was a win, but